Remember, knowledge, it ain't free. You got to pay attention and don't believe the hype.
For over 150 years, the Kentucky Derby has stood as the most enduring tradition in American sports. And in our time, one stallion is reshaping its legacy. Back-to-back Derby winners. His first son at stud siring another. A dynasty in motion. A motion that again has forward momentum toward Louisville, with another elite crop of 3-year-olds bearing his genes. Spendthrift Farm, home of Into Mischief.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
For some, they say it's the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. For us, it's about potential financial opportunities. Never bring a knife to a gunfight, and make no mistake, big money is up for grabs, and this is a fight. Never settle for second best. The Past the Wire annual Kentucky Derby seminar. Nobody does it better. Preparation is key. Be better prepared, delve deeper, stealth. They won't see us coming and they won't know we're there. Money management, ticket structure, pace, all the intangibles, thoroughgraph, everything that matters to make it count, to have that edge. In the end, if things go as planned, it'll be like we stole the money.
Well, hello everyone. Here we are, still on the Derby Trail, but we're going to go to Keeneland with the Lexington Stakes at Keeneland. But for a side note, last week we didn't do so well at opening. Well, it's not really opening weekend because it turned out to be Tuesday, um, the Bluegrass Tuesday on Lexington. So last week, which really is still this week. We didn't do so good. A couple winners, but no pick five for sure. Hit a couple exactas, but nothing to brag about. So let's just toss out last week. We stunk up the place. Let's go out there and get Keeneland here this weekend. The Lexington Stakes. By the way, in the Lexington Stakes, it doesn't matter who wins that race. They cannot get into that Derby. So the Derby is now set. All we have is a couple of horses looking at from the outside in, seeing if there's going to be any scratches. There might be one or two. There's some rumors out there. There might be a couple of them that might scratch out. So we did the Lexington anyway. I think that's a very interesting race. These horses are going to be around for the Preakness and the Belmont. So let's go into this and check it out. What I'm going to do this week is a little different. I'm going to do a pick four instead of a pick five. So we'll try to change it up a little bit. So here we go. We're going to start in race number 8. The pick four starts there. The one horse here. Let's look at this horse. Going a mile and 16th on the turf. Last time out, this horse didn't do much. Even though it finished third, got beat up still by 12.5 lengths. So for me on this horse, and that course that was on Turfway, it's on a synthetic. They do run well at Keeneland, all the synthetic horses. So, but I'm going to take a pass on this horse. I believe there's other horses that are much better in this race. Talking about one of them that might be better is the 2. Brad Cox, last time out, this horse won, pulling away. Did everything right the first 2 races, and Maiden just got beat. That's all. I think this horse is really shaping up to be a very nice one. You got to look out for this horse, 6-1. So Franco's aboard. Cox, they win at 34%. They got a plus ROI of 3%. So this is very interesting. I think this horse has got a heck of a shot, and I don't think you should leave this horse out. So I say this is a major player. The 3 last couple of times didn't do much here. This horse really didn't do much at all. This horse is really going to have to pick it up to even just hang with the 2 alone. Let alone there's a couple other horses in here that has just as much talent, if not more. So I'm going to take a solid pass on this one. The only plus for this horse in my book is the jockey Luis Saez. The 4. This horse is kind of knocking on the door a little bit, but it took a while to break its maiden. It's okay. I personally think this horse is a notch below some of these, but I do believe that this horse is an interesting horse. Last time out, finished second against winners, broke its maiden okay at the fairgrounds. So I'm going to take a look at this, but I am passing on this horse. But I am going to take a look at this horse, see how it does for the future. Five, blinkers come off the 5. Interesting. Sprint to route with blinkers off. The horse ran in England last time out. Got beat up pretty good. Rosario was there, so I don't know. This horse is gonna have to show a lot more. Even though it's bred probably to go a little longer, I still want to see more from this horse. Lasix go on, which is probably a very good thing. Wesley Ward, Joe Rosario. But for me, I don't think it's enough for me to do anything with this horse. So I'm going to take a pass, and let's see how this horse does routing. The 6 horse, last time out, horse at Turfway, synthetic did 1, pulling away, did very good. Adam stays on her. This horse looks like after breaking the maiden, probably figured it all out after that race. Can't be dangerous, but I still think this horse more on the bottom side of the exotics. For the win column, I don't know, but I would put it on the bottom side. But this horse is definitely on the improvement list. Definitely has some talent there. So, hey, at 12-1, you should take a look at it, especially on pick 3s, pick 4s, and stuff like that. Should definitely take a look. The 7, last time I threw a really clunker in there. I don't know what happened there. The time before that ran an excellent race, and before that broke its maiden. So, which horse are we going to see today? I don't know. But for 30-1, Ben Curtis has been riding very good at Keeneland. The horse is bred to do this. I say take a chance with this horse, maybe on the bottom side. Don't leave him out on any of the bottom side of your exotics, and possibly even on pick 3s and pick 4s. So at 30-1, why not? But still, I don't think this is not my major play of the race. Now we got another horse from Ireland. This horse did 1 there. It's only race. Marchese brings this horse in. You got Jose aboard. This horse is really bred for all this distance, turf, you name it. So I think this is one of the major players. If this horse is ready to rock and roll, I believe it will be, because Mark doesn't send out anything that's not ready. So I believe this horse is a major player in this race. Take a look. Don't leave this horse without out of your anything, exotics or pick 3s, pick 4s, anything like that. The 9, been struggling the last couple of times out. 3 times back did okay, but the last 2 times really is nothing there to brag about. I just don't see much out of this horse, especially going this distance and on the turf. Profitable connections for today's distance. Okay, so look at the jockey and the trainer. They put a plus 78%. Kind of like that. Trainer's really been hot of late too, 29% wins. If you want to use that as the thing to say, hey, this is what I'm betting on, well, I'm going to take a pass. I think the 8 has a better shot in my opinion, and possibly the 7 and 6 that are price horses that would do better than the 9 here. The 10 last time threw in a head scratcher a little bit. Time before that broke its main at Keeneland in October. This trainer and jockey combo, look at this, plus 286% ROI, return on your investment. Very nice. 17% wins. So they've got a price horse in there. And this will be another price horse for them if that's the case. But I still say I'm going to take a seat back on this, and let's see what happens. The 11. This horse, Pratt's jumping aboard. This horse is from France. Looks like this horse has been doing everything right over there. Chad Brown. Can't knock that. I think the combo of Chad Brown and Pratt is really good at 27% wins. If this horse is ready, I think this horse is going to be one of the major ones, just like the 8. Both of the foreigners, I think they're going to be loving this turf, especially after a little rain here and there. This turf is it's going to be a little soft overall, even though Saturday it will be nice weather at Keeneland, but I still think it'd be soft for them. So I really do like the 11 a little bit here. So I think this is a major player. The 12, another one that last time out doing a clunker. Time before that did okay. Time before that, won and broke its main. Looks good. Does everything right. I just still think this horse is a notch below this group. So for me, I'm going to take a seat back on this, and we'll see where this one takes us. The 13 also eligible. Looked really good winning last time out at Gulfstream Park. Must get in, and you got Jose aboard. Will Jose jump off that other horse? I don't think so. Well, you never know, but this horse is going to have a lot to work with that outside post. But if it does get in, you have to consider this horse a little bit. So check the scratches, see who gets in. This horse could be a player if it gets in. Another one, also eligible, the 14. Looked good at Gulfstream Park on the turf there. Has been running very well there. Luis Saez is aboard. If this horse gets in, it's another horse that could be very dangerous. But once again, you got to look at these scratches. The horse has got the outside post, not great. So be careful. But if he does horse get in, maybe throw him on the bottom side of your exotics, just like the 13. And we got the 15 here. Yeah, let's see. Not too much last couple of times out. If this horse does draw in, it's not going to be for my liking. So I'm going to take a solid pass. Horse in or out, doesn't matter. I just don't see this horse being a major player at all. The 16. Last time out, excuse me, did not do well. Time before that did okay, ran even. But once again, you're on the 16 post, trying to draw in. It's going to be very tough if you do draw in. And plus, even if it does get in, I'm going to take a seat back and watch this horse ride. You got the apprentice, a 10-pound apprentice jockey on there. So, hey, for me, I'm taking a solid pass. So, So that's that race. That's the 8th race there, and we're gonna go and check out and see what Raceland, see how they see this race panning out throughout the race. Here we go, the 8th race. Here we go. Well, they see a lot of horses going to the front, 7, 9, 10, 13, possibly even the 3. I totally agree with the 7 and 9. I don't know about the 10, 13. I think the 3 could be up there pretty close. At the midway, they're saying the 7 is going to take the lead all the way. I kind of see the 7 being one of your major speed here. I kind of agree with that part. At the end, they see it 11, big, 64%. The 8 second, at 7, 13. They got that 13 squeezing in there at 6. Like I said, if that horse, gets in. But they have the 5 and then the 2. For me, I'm going to say it's going to be 11, 8, 2, 7. So I think the 7 can hang around after up there at the speed. Here's my factors for the turf at Keeneland. Speed, class, and form, all at 4. Distance, jockey, trainer is all at 3. And then pace, trainer, and track all at 4. And then you got angles at 3. And then track condition at 4. And why we have that is because we got the soft track, and you have to like that soft track to do any damage there on the turf course. Now, we're going to go to the Lexington, which is the feature, which will be the 9th race. They got a couple other stakes races in here, but the 9th is the main one. Like I said, it doesn't matter who wins. They do not have a shot getting in the Derby. But here we go. 9th race, going to mile 16th. Hard as life, the 1 horse. Last time I didn't do much. I mean, this horse really just ran even, and it was a bad even. Time before that did okay at Turfway. Time before that, Churchill did very good on that long stretch. And I remember this is a little bit shorter stretch here at Keeneland. So that's why the advantage goes to speed and stalking type of horses. It's not very common that a come from behind her, a major come from behind her, can win at a mile 16th and stuff here at this track, because it's a short stretch and the way everything sets up. So with that all being said, I mean this horse, I'm taking a solid pass. I think this horse is way over his head, and maybe better luck somewhere else. Bracket Buster. Well, we had a couple of those a couple of weeks back, right, in the March Madness. But in this race, we got this horse last time out. Look, the horse did okay, ran even at Churchill Downs. When he ran at Keeneland, he was sitting much closer to the pace. He was actually the pace at one point. Going to have to do that here again. The question is, can he do it here is the question. I don't know. I think there's other horses with more speed, a little bit more talent. This horse does have some talent, but I think it's for the low end stakes races for maybe later on in the year. The 3. Bullard. Michael McCarthy. Umberto's riding, that's your combination for journalism, by the way. Last time out at Santa Anita, did okay, ran all right. Time before that, beat some nice horses. And then broke its maiden and beating, some horses there. The question is, mile 16th, can this horse get it? I'm going to definitely say yes. Has the speed, out of a gun runner, out of a Warriors Reward mare. So I think this horse could get this distance. Here we got jockey trainer Keeneland Dirt. They say it's going to come from behind. I don't see him come from behind. I think this is more of a pace horse or a leading early horse. Trainer profitable from sprint to route, which I do believe that. He goes from sprint to route. He's a plus 43% ROI. He's at the 18% win column on that. So McCarthy definitely knows how to stretch him out. I think this horse will be ready. I've always liked this horse. I think this horse is going to do something later on. We already know he's not going to get in the Derby. So maybe the Preakness, maybe the Belmont. I don't know, but this horse has got a heck of a shot in this race. Rolando, last time out, ran very even overall. Time before that was going to lead, goes to lead every time, most of the time. So this is probably your leader. Johnny Velasquez is aboard. The question is he going to get alone all by himself? I don't think so. I think there's a couple I think even the three could even keep up with him. But this is definitely one of the speed horses in this race. Can this horse stretch out to a mile 16th? There's another question. I don't know. I'm going to say this horse, if anything, is better for the bottom side of the exotics. And that's how I'm going to play this horse. Native runner, McPeak, Jose Ortiz. Why you don't see Hernandez is because at Oaklawn, we have Torpedo Anna running on Saturday. So, why wouldn't Hernandez be riding that one, right? To me, that's a W all the way until someone beats her. I mean, that's how she is. But this last two times won from the front, from coming from behind. This horse is kind of versatile. I think this is more of a pace horse, come from behind type of horse. Negative on this stretch run. I personally think this horse will be coming from behind. I think he's going to be a little too short, in my opinion. But I think the horse has got tons of talent, but not for me on Saturday against this field. Gosher, here we go. This might be another leader in the race. Brendan Walsh, Irad. This horse might be leading it with the 4. That's why I think like the 3 is possibly going to sit like 3rd overall. This one to be 2nd or 1st. This horse has got a lot of speed, got a heck of a shot. But for me, I'm going to take it more on my bottom side of my exotics. I think there's a couple other horses in here that are just a little bit better. But I wouldn't be 100% shocked if this horse won. Prater. Here's a horse that I think can rate, even though it's gone to the front every time. I think this horse is a pressure type that's going to sit 3rd or 4th, just like the 3. I think those 2 are in the catbird seat. This one could make a major run here. Chad Brown Pratt, as long as they keep close to those leaders, I think this horse could be a major, major player here. I think personally it's a 2-horse race, this one and the 3. But there is a couple other horses in here that, hey, can't be totally shocked if they did win. But I think still it's a 2-horse race for me. Hypeness, another McPeak, Luis Saez. The last couple times this horse has done nothing for me. Nothing to get excited about. Broke its maiden fine on the slop. They put the blinkers on. They're trying to wake this horse up a little bit. The blinkers might do the trick because if you look at that last workout, there's a little bit of a bullet. And like I said, I never look at times, but it shows me that the horse is keying up and they have the blinkers on that horse for that workout. I'll guarantee that. So will this horse show a little bit more speed? I think so. But will it hang in there with some of those tough horses that I believe there's a couple of good speed horses and a couple of horses I think are the ones to beat. For me, I'm going to take a pass. Touchy, the 9, Wesley Ward, Rosario. Horse his last couple times just been running even. I just don't know about this. I think this horse is a notch below some of these others. This horse can turn out to be a nice horse later on. Nyquist out of a Malibu Moon mare. And I just think that I'm going to pass on this horse 100%. So there you have it. The 9th race. And let's see how Raceland thinks this is all going to turn out here. It's going to be interesting to see who they think is going to go out in front. Huh? Here we go. They say the 7. 7-2-6-9 right there. They're all going to be right there. Midway, they're seeing the 7, 3, 2. I see the 3 being like third. I think the 7 could be sitting third too. I don't think they have to have the lead. The 3 and the 7 don't have to have the lead, I don't think. They see at the end a 9, 7, 8, 6, 3. Not for me. I'm gonna go 3, 7. I think those are the 2 horses to beat. They think the 9's a winner by 59%. I don't know about that. And let's look at the odds here. They have the 9 at 1-2, and the morning line's 8-1. If you really like the 9, you better be jumping on it at 8-1, because I do believe the 6, the 7, and the 3, all 3 of them are going to fight who's going to be the favorite. Like I said, I like this 3-7, but who knows? And the factors for the dirt at Keeneland, I got speed, class at 4. I got the form at 5, distance, jockey trainer, and pace all at 4. And then we got the trainer at 5, and then we got the track at 4, and then the angles and track condition at 3. So before I go and we look at my pick 4, first I want to say thanks to Racelands for all the tools we have here for trying to get this pick 4. And remember, if you got a question, you want to know the rest of my card, or questions about owning, claiming, anything like that, shoot me an email right here, charles@passthewire.com. I'll answer your questions. And remember to hit that subscribe button right down below. Get some, we're almost at 7,000 there. Let's get that 7,000 and hit that little bell. And so you get alert of all my shows, John shows, because the Kentucky Derby is right around the corner now after this weekend. They're all there at Churchill Downs. It sounds like they're starting to work on the track. So now we're going to be looking at works and everything like that. So pay attention to all those runners and catch every one of our shows. So here we go. We're going to see what I'm going to have for the pick 4. We're going to try a little something different, like I said. And here we go. Pick 4 starts in race number 8. In a race 8, I do like the 11, 8, 2, 7. I'm going to do the try 11, 8 with 11, 8, 2, 7, 6 with the all. Now, when it comes to the pick 4, I'm going to go 5 deep in that first leg, the 8th race. I'm on 11, 8, 2, 7, 6. Then in that 9th race, like I said, I personally believe it's a 2-horse race. I'm going with 3, 7. I got to go with what I believe. And then the 3rd leg, which is the 10th race, I'm going 6 deep there. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to get a little price. A couple horses in there are price horses. And then the 11th, I'm going 6, 8, 2. In the 9th race, I do like the 3, 7, 4, 6, the exacta 3, 7. In the 10th race, I like 1, 2, 5, 7. Trifecta 1, 2 with the 1, 2, 5, 7, 8 with the all. And then the 11th race, I do like the 6, 8, 2, 10. I like the exacta 6 over the 8. That's what I'm going to do there. Hang on there. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. And like I said, once again, let's go out there and get those winners. Keeneland should be a nice track on Saturday. Like I said, on the grass, it still might be a little firm because we're getting on and off rain. Like we're getting rain right now. And here it is Thursday, and we're getting a little rain. But this is only going to be a little bit, but it keeps it nice and soft. So check it all out. Until then, let's go out there and get all the winners. And I will see ya.
There's a lot of ways to handicap a horse race and a lot of ways to bet on it. But nobody that I know does it like Gio Setti and his full card, precise order handicap. Every horse in the race gets a predicted order of finish like only Gio can do, way beyond a deep dive, available exclusively on select days at Past the Wire. This is important, so you're going to want to remember it. If you're a cat and you want to become a lion, you're going to have to lose your taste for rats.
Hey, Sure Bet Coffee. Put that giddy up in your cup. That giddy up in your cup. Sure Bet Coffee. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
The legend himself, Frankie Dettori. Ciao, Frankie. Tutto a posto.
Tutto a posto. Yes, that's a good start. So you haven't lost your Italian.
You're watching Past the Wire TV, presented by Am Wager.
Tracking trips at Past the Wire. There is no better time than now to join and ride with this clan. We'll be your second set of expert trained eyes. We ain't gonna buy you a fish. Sure, we'll give you some, but more importantly, we'll show you how to fish and make you a better better. CAWs, sharks in the water, no problem. We'll go against anybody, and we have the track record to prove it. Big days, big pools, and select days all year long. We'll outplay them all. Looking for an ace? You're in the right place. Want to find that diamond? Be with us. Want to know more? Just ask a member or visit us at pastthewire.com and check out the Tracking Trips page. Nobody does it better. Remember, the older you get, the better you get. Unless you're a banana.
It's The Wire TV, your #1 source for horse racing news and interviews, handicapping analysis, betting insights, and more. Past the Wire TV covers the biggest races at the best tracks.
Garnet and Luis Saez to win the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga.
The Grey Wizard is absolutely flying. Champagne won. The Grey Wizard. Oh, it's very close. Leave it to the judge.
Like, share, and subscribe to Past the Wire TV. Nobody does it better.
Blood. That makes you related. Loyalty. That makes you family. Nobody does it better.